So hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And this has been now around like a day, 24 hours have been gone since Atletico Madrid has been defeated slash eliminated from Spanish Super Cup while losing the Madrid Derby 1-2 against none other than of course Real Madrid. And this video we're gonna talk about some things which has been going on in this season with Atletico Madrid and of course this match. So here we go. First, I would like to talk about this match. And to be honest, this match was fine. Like, it had some good moments from Atletico and it had some disappointing moments as hell from Atletico. Same with Real Madrid, to be honest. You know, there were chances, there were link up plays which Atletico was making. Like, there were moments, where we were pretty dominant in the attack. And you can see it in the stats, man. If you look at the stats, it feel like the game was all Atletico's, man, to lose, to be honest, because as like that is pretty much obvious if you have seen the match, because we did not bury our chances. We had more shots, we had more shots on target, we had a higher xg than Real Madrid. Our xg was around 2.2, so and Real Madrid's was around 1.4. They scored two goals and we scored just one. This basically sums up this match and some of the disappointing performances or inconsistencies among some players. Though overall, as I said, like it was definitely a mixed bag, but more on the disappointing side because of how the season has been going and because of the result. And that's all, man. Like, I want to talk about a lot the chances we missed and everything, but yeah, because like the match started with a thunderbolt, like a thunderbolt screamer, thunderburst, or whatever you want to say, from Valverde. And I mean, there was some things which could have been better, like the wall which Atletico made. I don't know why Sorlot decided to get away from the trajectory, everything. I don't know what kind of bluff was he doing, and why didn't we had one more player there. And so if that was the start was pretty abrupt for Atletico, because there was a goal in the second minute, and from there onwards we were just chasing the game and we did not bury our chances again. So it is what it is. But I just want to talk about this season as a whole, to be honest. I think this season is just like sums up like how our past 4 5 season has been, which is like as inconsistent as it can be, except or maybe some of the time of the previous season, except of course the catastrophe which was during the end of the season. But like our 4 5 season, like it's just that it was so inconsistent. Like, if you talk about this season, we started really slow and then we picked up some pace, we picked up some crucial points. After that, now we're at a bland patch again. And this thing is just now being such a recurring theme with this team, that with in spite of having new reinforcement, and the average age of even our like squad has been going down pretty good, and we still have got some 2 3 decent signings which have been working nicely, and there were some unfortunate injuries, but still we're hoping that it's gonna work. But still the system, it's so inconsistent. Like, some of the blame has to be on Simeone as well, I think. But it has to do a lot with, I would say, our recruitment as well, because we have like kind of got a forward heavy recruitment where the players are there but they're not kind of like a specific position or so. I think we kind of recruited team like players for this team, like thinking about the previous system, like the previous season system which we were playing, which was kind of like a two false nine system with Griezmann and Alvarez. And like for that we got players like Almada, Raspadori, even Nico Gonzalez, and like Baena, the way he's playing some of the matches. These are the players playing on those false nine second striker esque positions, not necessarily a winger, not necessarily a striker, but a forward. That is what these guys are. And it is so much attack heavy. And in terms of midfield, I think except of Baena, who, like, as I said, like is kind of like, but still, man, Baena is a quality player. I don't have any like complaint against his signing. But in terms of our left and right wing position, we got ourselves left wing we got ourselves Nico Gonzalez, and for right wing we got ourselves Simeone. Sometimes Gallagher also plays there. I think I've been soft on Gallagher, but I would, because I really like him. But yes, there is shortcomings of his performances. uh like he's great in terms of work rate and everything, but not so technical on the ball, something which is definitely his biggest I think downgrade or whatever you want to say, it has to be worked on upon. Uh, in terms of the defense, we we made the signing of Longley permanent. Then we got Hansko, and again we got Lenormand and Jimenez. We got four defenders. I wanted one more, and but the position which is just being there and tricky as hell is the left back position. That position is something I don't know what's gonna happen. Like Javi Galan is now like he's been sold. Now we've got only Ruggeri there. Ruggeri is there. He's fine, but he needs time. That is what I believe. I am hoping that there's more to Ruggeri's game than what we have seen right now. But we definitely need one more a quality reinforcement there. Like given the rumors for a player like Andy Robertson, which was in the summer, I think getting him would have been decent, to be honest. Because getting only Ruggeri there won't be enough. And I think seeing the left back position, how vulnerable it is to the defense, it's really concerning. The same goes for right back, even though right back is way more secure position with Marcos Llorente there, and with Pubil and Molina, being there to guard that position as well. Though with Pubil, Simeone plays him mostly in the centre back position, and I think he's a decent player. He has got a way better big ceiling, so we'll see in that on that. But other than that, we definitely need more reinforcement for the midfield. I think Cardoso was injured, which was unfortunate, but we need a creative player. We need a player, who can like bring in the creativity which was there in the team by Rodrigo de Paul, and which has been, gone, or maybe has been decreased a lot since Griezmann has fallen from his Griezmann's dip has been really big thing, and that is the reason why the creativity. Bayena is there, but he's there for chance creation and everything. But we need more of the magic which this team really needs. We need more dribbler. We need proper dribblers, proper player, who loves to take on players. We need those kind of players in the team who likes to, dribble past players, who likes to take on defenders or even midfielders. I think we really need these kind of players in our team, and it's a really big issue. And the reinforcement, as I said, past 2 seasons we have spent around 360 $370 million, though the net spend is lower, and we have also got a lot of departures. But all these reinforcement, it is, see, I just want to be an optimist right here, saying that this is a part of the process and the team will improve, which I'm pretty sure of. But still, the way it has been past 4 seasons, something like the vicious cycle of us getting knocked out of the tournaments and everything, it's just really concerning to me. Though we have got ourselves a new sporting director now, so I'm hoping there as well with Elimani. But as I said, the reinforcement, like the way we got ourselves new players this season, we really messed up on a lot of things. I think getting 3-4 utility players at 20-30 million dollars, it would have been better if you could have gotten a single or maybe two quality players, like a single 50 million quality players, then getting 2 3 20 30 million players if you're just not going to give them some minutes. That is what I believe, and it is what it is. I mean, I'm not blaming Simeone because of all the stakes and things which are there, and the expectation, of course, with him, and the pressure to compete with Barcelona and Real Madrid. But this is a really big problem with this team, and the issue because of which we haven't won anything in like so long. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is Sorloth and his performances, specifically this season. I talked about him while discussing the transfer rumors before, but I was kind of more in the defensive state and thinking about how Simeone brings out the best from him. But there is also something which nobody can like deny, is like the frustration which a lot of us have while watching him play, specifically whenever he starts the matches. The amount of chances he miss and the amount of chances then he score with the sheer brilliance, it's just insane. He, like somebody who reminds me of Darwin Nunes with Liverpool was like, the guy can score some really good goals whenever he's there, like just like a professional as hell goal. Then he's gonna miss sitters which like you'll also be like, you're gonna eat your own fingers or anything, bite your nails off. Like that is how kind of a player he is. In one match he's gonna miss 50 chances, and in the another match he's gonna score 4 goals in 15 minutes. That is the kind of player he is. And I don't know, man, like it is decent the kind of player he is, in terms of being stable and everything. But if you want to go all out and you be a really solid team, definitely you would want a better player at that position. I said that before, even in the Liverpool match, there was a chance at the end which Sorloth got where he got a header but straight to Allison. That I said it that if there was his colleague, like his national teammate Haaland was there at the same position, he would have scored that. That was no ounce, like there's no doubt in that. That's the difference between these two. He has got a lot of decent traits and a lot of good things which happens whenever he's at like pitch in some of the matches. But he's a lot frustrating in a lot of these bigger matches where like it is important for a player to show up, because there are moments where you win matches with individual brilliance, the way Real Madrid kicked off this match with that Valverde free kick. So, yeah, man. And the next one, which I really have to talk about, is the performance and the recent form of Julian Alvarez. I never talked about this, and I was kind of pretty much, like in sync with whatever Alvarez does in this pitch. But after this match, this exit, I have to talk about his form. The guy hasn't scored a single goal in La Liga since December, November. It's been 2-3 months, and he hasn't been able to score an open play goal pretty long. And it's just concerning because he's the face. He's basically our poster boy, which like of course he's taking that mantle from Griezmann and everything, but that is where the problem comes. Like he's not able to fire off. Like he had a chance at the end which he should have, like at any other point, when he's at his like best and everything 100%, he would have easily like scored that goal, man. I'm pretty sure of it. The kind of free kicks and like audacious shots he takes, he should have easily like scored that. The way he was taking up shots initially in this season, like how he was scoring those bangers and everything, like he was like at 100% in terms of his confidence. But the moment things have just like he's kind of lost his confidence, and that has to do a lot of, I think, stuff, and people are going to criticize him, which is justifiably so. And I think there are multiple reason facets of the same. Maybe it's the whole team environment and everything. Then of course his own personal life, he has been blessed with a boy, congratulations to him for the same. Like these things do affect the overall performance of a player. But where the problem comes, it's exactly with like who's gonna take that role. Like if Alvarez is not able to play decent good enough, then who's gonna be there like to fill up that gap? Griezmann, again, I've talked about him before. Like I think he's just declining a bit more. And then you have got players like Raspadori and Thiago Almada. These two guys should be there stepping up on the same, but these two guys aren't able to get those minutes. Again, talking same about the transfer window and the like whole transfer strategy. We spend a total of around how much? Like it was probably around 60 million or so on both these players. If you would have gotten a 50-60 million decent striker other than these, wouldn't that have been better? I don't know, man. Like, see, I love both. I love Almada and Raspadori, and I want them to prove their position in this team and be of use. But it's just not helping the case, the way things are going on currently. And again, going back to Alvarez, the guy really needs, that one like banger or anything to get back his form. Maybe a good for performance with the national team or anything. But it is just alarming because he's our superstar. Like he's basically the signing for Atletico. He's the face of Atletico currently after Griezmann. So it's just concerning. And I mean, man, like he has to get back at his best as soon as possible for the betterment of the whole team in general. Because we've got some important fixtures as well in terms of even Copa del Rey, the other trophy for which we're gonna play the next game for. Now, just talking about what's left in this season, I think again, as I said, our next match is against Deportivo La Corona, the round of 16 match of Copa del Rey, something which we should be winning. So I'll be looking forward for that match as well. Probably Griezmann gonna start the same match, and I would really want the pairing of Griezmann and Alvarez to start the match, because I think it's important that he score that one goal, Alvarez, and having a veteran and a player like a legend like Griezmann alongside in the forward would help a lot to him, playing those 60-70 minutes and getting those chances, be able to take those chances and everything. That is what I want. And other than that, we should be let's just see what would be the lineup and everything. It's going to be at 14th of January. After that, we'll get back to La Liga action again, and of course Champions League is going to return soon. So things are pretty packed in this season. Since now we don't have one more possible match to play, since we are now like knocked out of Spanish Supercup. we'll just have these matches to play. The fixture congestion is there in January. Like there are 6 matches which we have to play from now onwards. So yeah, let's just hope for the best and support the team, man. That's all I can say. The holes are there, the problems are there, but we have to go through this and hope for the best. That is it, man. And thank you for watching this video till the end. If you're till now here, I really appreciate you guys. And don't forget to comment below what do you feel about this team and the season in general. And of course, subscribe for more. I'll really appreciate you guys. Like now, since I'm now constantly uploading stuff. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.